Get ready with me, but if your friends do any of these things, they're most definitely fake. If you invite them over and they don't say hi to your mom, they're most definitely fake friends. Also, if this video is on your For You page, make sure you comment For You. I'm trying to follow and like everyone that comments. If you always have to be texting them first, then they're definitely not your friends. If you guys are in a friend group and they're always leaving you out on purpose, they're definitely not your friends. There's no reason why you should feel disincluded in the friend group, especially if they're all supposed to be your friends. If you tell them that you have a crush on somebody and they try to get closer to the person you have a crush on, they're not your friends. Especially if they didn't even know the person to begin with. If they go out of their way to try and embarrass you in front of groups of people, they're definitely not your friends. Because why are they acting normal when it's just you guys and trying to make you look dumb in front of groups of people? If you're in a friend group and they all give each other a weird look whenever you say something, they're not your friends. If they all hang out and don't even care to invite you, they're definitely not your friends. If they don't even buy fours from kx.cn, they're definitely not your friends, but I'll tag them below. And if you made it all the way to the end, comment a giraffe. Bro, if I'm laughing and I tell you a joke and you just sit there and don't laugh, get out. Just get out. And if you're the person that did this, I will literally never forgive you. I was on Monkey and I was laughing really hard and someone asked me what's funny. I tell them the joke and they don't even laugh. Comment FYP if this is on your For You page. And I don't think anyone really understands. I felt the aura actually get taken out of my body. Like it was so bad that all the little bit of aura I had left just got taken out of my body and put into his. Cause why didn't you laugh at my joke? I literally love this highlighter from Frillian. It's doing everything for me. And bro, it wasn't just a little regular look at you like you're crazy, no. He started laughing and then his smile just dropped. I'm actually so done with people, bro. I'm never telling a joke again. Just forget it. Forget all of it. Like, I'm already so sad because it's winter. Like, we don't even have the sun out anymore. It's just cold. Like, when I ask to go to the bathroom and I go outside, I can't even go walk in the sun. Friends, take a look at my refreshing mist. But if you made it to the end, comment if this has ever happened to you or just put a heart. One thing I will never understand is why I'm getting pushed and shoved in a school lunch line. Like, I promise you the stale chicken nuggets will still be there. Like, no school food is that good to the point where I'm about to fall over because y'all are pushing me in the back. Really, guys? But comment FYP if this is on your For You page so I can notice all of you guys. No, but like, I literally swear the school food does something different to me. I've literally threw up so many times at school because the food is actually disgusting. Oh, I literally swear the school food does something to a person because me and my friend have track right before lunch, so right after we're done eating, we feel so big. Like, I'll literally be running in track and I swear I feel the school food coming up my stomach and through my throat. Like, I swear I'm about to throw up on the track. Okay, I might be being a little dramatic. The school food isn't that bad, but is it good enough for you to be pushing me? No, it is not. But what every school needs to focus on is getting sponsored by Chick-fil-A so we can just eat that every day. If you made it to the end, comment one thing you wish your school would sell. Mine is Chick-fil-A.
Get ready with me for a DCC rehearsal. This is the makeup routine I do when I only have about 10 minutes. Starting off with the simple e.l.f. Halo Glow. Then I like to use the Tarte Creaseless Concealer. Since I'm not using a thick foundation, this concealer works so good for covering up any dark spots. Then I go in with the Tarte Shape Tape Bronzer. This is a very hydrating and weightless bronzer. The Charlotte Tilbury Glow Sticks have become one of my new faves. They also come in so many different colors. My skin gets pretty oily, so I start with regular powder and then I use powdered bronzer. I've been using this blush for about a year and it's my absolute favorite. I like to take the Kosas brow products to just smooth out my eyebrows and brush them through. Using bronzer as eyeshadow is one of my biggest hacks for when you don't have time to do eyeshadow. Then I curl my lashes. Instead of doing mascara, I've been using a growing serum to help get my eyelashes super healthy. This one is by Maybelline. I use the Kosas lip liner, and once again, there's so many colors to choose from. The MCO Beauty Peptide Treatment is just like Summer Fridays, and I seriously am in love. And to finish it all out, I use the Charlotte Tilbury Setting Spray and fan my face till it's dry. And just like that, I'm ready to go to practice in 10 minutes. Let's do my full makeup routine. I'm constantly changing my makeup routine, but this one I have been loving. This is what I think has been the game changer recently. I totally forgot this primer even existed. I used to use it all the time in high school and I forgot about it. You always want to let your primer dry for a minute or two. I know I look a little crazy, but I've been putting rollers in while I do my makeup to get my hair that extra volume. Starting off, this foundation is the House Labs foundation in the shade Light Medium Neutral. I use a brush to apply it and then just put a little bit on my hand. And I just brush it on first. And this part's always hard with my little roller. Now I go back in and actually blend and dab it. when I'm dabbing it around, I take it on top of my eye to kind of create that base for my eyeshadow later. For concealer, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury concealer in the shade Medium. I take this and just put it right under my eyes. Then I do a line down the center, line right here, and then a little bit on my chin. And this is just on my forehead. For my cream bronzer, I'm going to be using the LYS bronzing stick in the shade Harmony. If you do not have this bronzer, you need to add it to your wish list for Christmas. It blends in so well to your skin. I took out my rollers because they were getting way too much in the way today. And I just take it down my cheekbone on both sides and then just blend it all in. For my last liquid product step, I'm going to be taking the Tarte blush tape and the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Beauty Light Wand. I've found that when you mix these, it makes the perfect combo. I go in with the highlighter and put that dot right in between them. I'm using a smaller skinny angled brush to blend these in. My powder, I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty setting powder in the shade Pound Cake. I'm going to take a little powder puff, I pour it right into the lid, and I dab it under my eyes and pull the excess just down. This has become my favorite powder in the world. It's Airbrush Flawless Finish by Charlotte Tilbury in the shade 2 Medium. I take just a little bit of this and put it under my eyes. My powder bronzer, I'm using the MAC palette in the shade Deep Golden. I just pat this right in over where we put the cream bronzer. Then for blush, I'm taking the Cheek to Chic Love Glow by Charlotte Tilbury. This one has like two colors blended together, so it makes such a pretty shade. And then I just smile and put it right on my cheeks. I used to not use highlighter, but I have been loving the Charlotte Tilbury one in the shade Champagne Glow. I just put a little bit on my cheekbone. I like to put a little bit right here because I feel like it makes your lip look lifted. For eyeshadow, I like to keep it super simple, so I just use a bronzer and then a shimmer. For the bronzer, I use the Too Faced Milk Chocolate palette. I used to not know how to do eyeshadow, and I struggled with it so much, so this is what I found has worked for me and makes it look like you know how to do eyeshadow without doing anything. So you take the bronzer and just put it literally all over your eye. For the second part of my eyeshadow, I use the Charlotte Tilbury palette, and it is the Queen of Glow palette. I take this color and just mix it together on my finger and then just rub it onto my eyelid. And it will look messy and crazy at first, but that is totally okay. You're gonna go back in with the brush you used to put the bronzer on. You're gonna go in your crease and kind of dust all of that off. For my eyeliner, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury liner. So I kind of start by doing a little wing out to the side, just like that. And then I take it all the way across. I gave up doing it on camera, but I take my finger and just kind of smudge the edge. I love this little liner duo from Charlotte Tilbury. I use the copper and put it in my waterline. Then I use the maroon side and just do a little bit right on the corner. I use the Kosas Airbrow to brush out my eyebrows. I do put mascara on before my lashes, so I'm using the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes, and I just do a pretty thin layer on my lashes. While I let my mascara dry, I do my lipstick. I'm using the Pillow Talk Fair by Charlotte Tilbury lip liner. I just line the top and the bottom lip. Then I use the Wedding Bells lipstick to fill it all in, and I take the Kim KW shade in the middle. Now going back to lashes, I use the Demi Wispy lashes. When I put them on, I try to put them more towards the edge of my eye. Take my lash curler and curl them to my real eyelash. To lock it all in, I use the matte airbrush setting spray. And this is the final look. If you have any questions, you can leave it in my comments, but love you guys so much and have the best day. Pick out an outfit with me to go to the Tarte event in Dallas. I need to iron this before I put it on, but I'm wanting to do like a button down with maybe jeans between this apricot tannish color and the pink. I'm thinking since it's Tarte, I'm gonna do pink. Just some wide leg jeans. This just needs to have like a little tuck-in moment, something like that. I've got to figure it out, or maybe I leave one side. I feel like this with heels and maybe a big chunky necklace. Okay, definitely these nude heels, just so it's kind of basic on the bottom. I have to buckle them, but I'm gonna need a chair for that. I think I think this vibe is cute. I put a bigger chain on. I have heels with the jeans, pink top, little blowout moment. I'm thinking it's cute. It gives very like business attire, which is kind of what I'm going for. Love you guys so much.
Get ready with me to go get tan. Normally, I would be working right now, but my boss just called me and she was like, "You've been working so hard, you should go enjoy the sun for the rest of the day." And I was like, oh my god! I've never been more excited to just lay out by the pool on a Wednesday in my entire life. For more context, I work a remote internship from 9 to 5 every day, so basically I'm inside at my computer all day and I'm losing my color.
The UV is 9 right now and I'm so excited. I'm just gonna read my book by the pool all day. This was perfect today too because I woke up in such a mood this morning because I stayed up all night last night watching Legally Blonde for the first time. Why won't this come out? I'm not a huge movie watcher, so there's a lot of movies I haven't seen and this one was so good. People are always so shocked when I say I haven't seen certain movies, but I'm just a TV show girl. I don't have an attention span. But yeah, I was hanging out with my boyfriend last night and we were gonna watch a movie together and he told me to pick a movie, so that's the one I picked, and then he fell asleep. And then the audacity of my cat to fall asleep on top of him, and I was just sitting next to them watching this movie by myself. I'm not gonna put on any face makeup today because I am just gonna be sitting outside, but I do want a little bit of blush. Also, my hair looks really crunchy right now because I washed it last night and then I slept on it wet, so it's just not giving. I might just put it into 2 braids and call it a day. Throwing on some lip butter. Okay, that's it. I'm going to go bake outside. Get ready with me, except today I'm showing you guys all the products I use. I get the most questions about this one. This is the La Roche-Posay Thermal Water. And that's what I use to get my face stamped before I use my hyaluronic acid. This one is by The Ordinary. I'm kind of making this video right now to procrastinate doing my econ homework / studying for my econ test tomorrow. It's just so boring. I can't pay attention to it. Next, I do moisturizer. I use the Peach and Lily one, and I use the matcha pudding cream. And I kind of do the skincare smoothie thing on my face. This is the Supergoop Clay Sunscreen. I also mix in the Lumiglotion Bronzing Drops. This is in shade 904. Also, please excuse my one missing nail. I'm gonna make a video showing how I do them and fix that one. And then I do a little bit of the Refi Glow and Sculpt Primer. My brows I do with the e.l.f. Brow Lift. And this has maximum hold. For concealer, I use the e.l.f. Camo Concealer and I'm in shade Light Beige. Also guys, we're so close to 50k and I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for being here. I love you guys so much. And I just love chatting with you guys in the comments. It just makes my day. I am on my period, so before I get too emotional, the blush that I use is the Merit Beauty Flush Balm in Raspberry Beret. I feel like this matches the shade of my rosacea, and I actually really like my rosacea, so I like to accentuate it. And I blended it with this brush, which is also amazing. It's from Real Techniques. All the stuff I'm using is linked in a consolidated list for you guys on my Amazon storefront. I've also been really into liquid highlighter lately. This is the Rare Beauty highlight in shade Outshine. This thing is huge. It's gonna last me forever. I'll also blend that out with my beauty blender. And then I very, very lightly set my face with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent Powder. I really like when my makeup looks dewy, so I use a tiny bit of this with a powder puff and just set my concealer. I think all of us went through this phase, but I had this terrible phase where I would bake my face to the ends of the earth and I looked like the James Charles Flashback Mary. Okay, see, we still keep the glow going. For bronzer, I use the Revolution one in shade 2 Warm. This is actually really pigmented, so make sure you go in lightly. Fun fact, my friend in high school actually gave me this bronzing brush because when I got in trouble, my mom took away all of my makeup brushes, and every time I use it, I think of her. I actually texted her yesterday and caught up a bit, and I miss her so much. To finish it off, I use black waterline on my waterline and mascara. That was the e.l.f. waterproof eyeliner and the Essence Lash Princess in waterproof, and then this is the Tree Hut lip butter. I'm trying to go fast because my light keeps dying. Okay, that's it. Love you. Bye. Get ready with me for I don't really know what yet. I just got off of work and I do really want a smoothie, so we are gonna go do that. I work from home, so I haven't left the house all day and I just need an excuse to get out. Also, a little update from yesterday. I did do my nails, but this one chipped, so I have to repaint it. I also cut the neckline off of my crew neck today, and I really love it. I've had this crew neck for so long, and I kind of just got bored of it, and I saw a bunch of people doing this on TikTok, and I'm a fan. My makeup stayed on really good with this primer yesterday, so we're using it again. After I get my smoothie, I might go to Target and try to find a bigger makeup bag because this one is just exploding. I don't know if I've talked about this on here yet, but I do still live in my college town over the summer and it's been kind of lonely, honestly. I've done this every summer since freshman year and I do love how quiet it is.
Hello.
Anyways, I love how quiet it is, but I miss having people to hang out with all the time. That's something I've actually been trying to work on recently, is enjoying my own company. I've always been so bad at being alone. I actually don't even really need to be putting on makeup right now, but I'm kind of bored, so here are a few things I'm excited for. I have a new roommate moving in the fall. We have a few mutual friends because she grew up in my hometown, and I'm so excited to meet her. She seems so sweet. Of course, I'm excited for The Summer I Turned Pretty Season 2. I am Team Conrad. I'm seeing really good Team Conrad spoilers. I'm also really excited for classes to start again. I'm going into my senior year. My major is marketing, so I'm getting into some more major specific classes. I'm kind of a nerd. I love school. I've also been getting a few questions about where I get my jewelry. Everything is from my Amazon storefront. The only thing that isn't is this necklace is from Every Jewels, and then my boyfriend got me this ring. And tomorrow's Prime Day, so I'm pretty sure a lot of the stuff will actually be on sale. I just did my eyeliner, but someone got mad at me for not gatekeeping my lashes. If you guys ask me where something's from, I'm gonna tell you because I love sharing things with everyone. So I'm not gonna gatekeep anything. Ask me where anything's from, I'm going to tell you. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna go get my smoothie and then go on a little Target run.
Get ready with me to get my hair done. The day has finally come and I'm getting my hair done, except I don't even know what I'm doing to it. Some people are telling me to go darker, some people are telling me to go lighter, and some people are telling me to keep it this color. So I guess y'all are just gonna have to find out whenever I post what I did to my hair because I do not know as of right now. So before that, I have an orthodontist appointment for my Invisalign, so I didn't get to brush my teeth and I feel disgusting. That's the absolute worst part of going to the orthodontist. But I'm excited because I'm getting closer and closer to being done with my Invisalign, so yay me. Last step before we do makeup is to put on my sunscreen for the day. I just love sunscreen. I decided to do makeup today because you just have to do makeup when you're getting your hair done, or I feel like you'll come out hating it no matter what happens. And I'm speaking from experience because there was times where I would get my blonde touched up and absolutely hate how I looked. So far, I'm really enjoying being home with my family. I just low-key miss school, but I just miss the people, not the actual schoolwork. I think that's just a common occurrence for everyone. I need to get a new beauty blender so bad. Like, all of mine are disgusting and I don't have the energy to clean them. I'm also realizing I just put way too much concealer on. Guys, since I'm getting my hair done today, that also means I get Starbucks because it's right near where I get my hair done. And I have some Starbucks cards from my sorority, so today's a good day. Time to support my girl Selena Gomez with her blush and highlighter combo. It is literally so cute. I don't know how I ever lived without this stuff in my routine. Like, this is so adorable. Oop, I want a little bit more there. I probably put on a little bit too much. Yeah, I got a little bit happy today, but it's still gonna look good, I promise. Plus, I can always fix it up with a little bit of a contour moment, you know what I mean? It fixes everything. It's eyebrow time, so let me go finish these off camera. Lip time. I took my hair out, but here is my outfit. Bye, guys. Hey, you guys, get ready with me to go to dinner with Alicia Keys. I'm staying in LA with Amazon for their influencer program, and currently I'm in the Beverly Hills Hotel. This place is so nice. So right now I'm getting ready for dinner, and it's like hosted by Alicia Keys for her skincare brand, and I'm so excited. I have had such a long day today. I literally just got back from relaxing at the Cabanas with Amazon. So I came back from the pool, and I'm immediately starting to get ready for this dinner because I do not want to be late. I woke up at 2:30 this morning to start traveling because I had a 1-hour drive to Birmingham and then a flight to Atlanta. I barely had any layover before I went on my flight to LAX, which was about 5 hours, and it felt like the worst plane ride ever. There was so much turbulence. And if you know anything about me, I'm a strict driver, so I was a little stressed. After my flight got in, we got a lift and went straight to the Beverly Hills Hotel, which I can't even believe those are words coming out of my mouth. That's insane. But as soon as we got to the hotel, I didn't even have time to like get my bags from the bag people, the bellhop. I don't know what those are called. So I just went straight to our first event, which was a podcast with Hallie and Jazz. It was a live podcast and they did amazing. And then Amazon gave us a bunch of goodies and there was so many pop-ups. It was so much fun. I just looked a little disheveled. And that is where I met a couple influencer friends, which is crazy for me to say because I know no one that is in this field of business. So we got together and went to try to go get a bite at Erewhon, which was crazy. But we came back before getting anything because we realized that Amazon had a bunch of food for us at the Cabanas. So we were able to chill by the pool and eat so much good food, y'all. It was so good. They just kept bringing out more and more food. Like, we did not know what to do with it because we were only 5 girls, but it was so good. And now I'm here getting ready for dinner after this long 18-hour day so far. Dinner doesn't get over until about 10:30, which is like 12 or 1 a.m. my time, and I've been up since 2:30 a.m. my time. But I am not complaining. I'm so happy that I'm here. This is my first ever influencer trip, and I'm so happy that it's with Amazon because we all know that I love Amazon so much. They're amazing. And don't you worry, guys, I'm not gonna forget about you. Thank you guys so much for giving me this opportunity. Like, you guys are the reason I'm here, so thank you. I am honestly really nervous for this dinner. Like, Alicia Keys, are you joking? Keys Soul Care set up my bathroom with all of the necessities that I need, so I'm definitely gonna be using them tonight whenever I'm like showering and stuff. And then Amazon also set up a little thing in my room for the little pool party that we had, which was so sweet. If y'all didn't see it, I posted like a whole room reveal. I forgot a brush to use with this bronzer so I can like put eyeshadow on, so do I just use this? I do not know how well this is working, but honestly my whole vibe is natural, so that's okay. And don't worry, if you want to see the whole little vlog, I'm vlogging it for my YouTube channel, so go check out my YouTube. The theme is cocktail attire, so I will show you guys what dress I'm wearing, but I also need to figure out what to do with my hair because apparently airport hair is just not cute. Like, this is not giving. You guys, I almost just forgot to do my eyebrows. Not that it really does much, but I do want to fill them in a little bit down here. I'm gonna try my hardest to bring you guys along with me for the rest of the couple days that I'm here, but in reality it's really all gonna be on YouTube. That's like the easiest way to like film everything, and I really want to document this trip because this is my first time to LA, much less Beverly Hills and the Beverly Hills Hotel, so I want to film it all long form instead of short form like TikTok. So YouTube is definitely the way to go for that. We all know that I don't wear mascara, so I'm just gonna brush on my eyelashes and curl them really quick. I knew this mini straightener would come in handy at some point, so I'm just gonna straighten these sides of my hair because these are what get curly. I'm gonna change out of this super comfy robe by the Keys Soul Care, and I'm gonna put on my outfit for tonight. Okay, dress is on. I'm pretty sure I'm done with my makeup, so I'm just gonna throw on a little lip combo. Now we're going in with one of these YSL lipsticks. This is so pretty. Purse is on. I'm all ready to go. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.
আমি তোমাকে কিছু বলতে চাই।
হ্যাঁ, কি আমরা ভালোবাসি না? দেশটা আমিও ভালোবাসি, তোর চেয়ে তো কম ভালোবাসি না, তাই না? খা পানি খা।
বাবু, তুমি আমাকে এতদিনেও চিনলা না?
ঠাড়া একটা চট করে দেবো, কান দিয়ে ঝরঝরা রক্ত পড়বো। তোর আমি কই নেই যে মায়া ভালো না, ছায়া খাবি আগে বলছিলাম।
উল্টা পাল্টা কথা বলবো না, বাইরে যাবো আমি কালকে ওকে বিয়ে তো নাই।
ও আচ্ছা, সে নাই না? তো মনে করো দেখছস একটা বাক্য একটা অক্ষর কই দিকে ঘন্টার পর ঘন্টা আটকে থাকস, তোর কথা শেষ করতে হয় আমার। যা তুই
তোকে টাকা আমি এমনিতেই দিয়ে দিব। গরিব মানুষ দেখলে না আমার মনটা এত অসহায় হয়ে যায়। আমি
মতিন তাহলে ঠিকই বলছে।
এই মতিন কি বলছে?
আপা তোরা ডাকছি, তুই আপার লগে গিয়ে কানাডা থাক, এনে তোর কিচ্ছু হবো না।
তুই আমাকে টাকার জন্য ওর সাথে প্রেম করছো?
কত টাকা আছে তোমার? হ্যাঁ, কত টাকা আছে তোমার?
বিয়ে কি তোরে বিয়ে করে রাজি হয়ে গেছে?
অবশ্যই করবে।
আচ্ছা।
উনি ওনার কাছে ব্যাংক, ওয়ালেট, এটিএম বুঝছে না।
গরিব তো, কিছুদিন আগে না ওর চাকরি চলে গেছে, তো বলতেছে দোস্ত আমি তো গরিব মানুষ, আমার
তুমি যে বারবার আমাকে ফোন দিচ্ছ, তোমার তো বোঝা উচিত যে আমি কাজে ব্যস্ত থাকি, আমার একটা বিজনেস আছে।
টেলি রিফ্রেশড
আই এম ট্রাইং।
তো এই ট্রাইং দেখে মনে হইতেছে তোর
পুরোটাই তো তোমার দোষ। তুমি কি জন্য ফোন দিচ্ছ সেটা বলো।
বাবু তুমি আমার থেকে 1.5 লাখ টাকা
আমি তোমাকে বিয়ে করতে চাই না।
মানে
আপনার বয়ফ্রেন্ড ফোন দেয় নাই?
না
কিছুটা রাখেন, কাজে দিবে।
যান আপনি। আসলে না আমার মনটা অনেক খারাপ।
চোখ বন্ধ করেন। বুঝি না ভাই, তুই কি মানে তোর সমস্যা কি? তুই এনে কি করতেছিস? তোর কত সুন্দর একটা
আমার কাছে ছিল, বুঝছো, আমার কাছে 20,000 টাকা ছিল। তো সকালবেলা যখন আসছিলাম না, একটা গরিব
না, আমার ভাবতেও লজ্জা লাগতেছে, মানে সামান্য কটা টাকার জন্য তুমি এইভাবে আমাকে বারবার।
তোমার এখন বর্তমান প্ল্যান কি তাইলে?
আমার প্ল্যান হচ্ছে
তোর কর্মকাণ্ড না আমার কখনোই পছন্দ হয়নি, তারপরও তোর আমি ছেড়ে যেতে পারি না। কেন জানো?
আচ্ছা আপনি যে স্ট্যামারিং করেন ডক্টর দেখিয়েছেন?
ডক্টর দেখিস।
ও মাই গড।
বিদেশ যা, এখান থেকে কিচ্ছু পাবি না। তুই 1 লাখ বুঝতেছস?
চেষ্টা
স্বপ্ন করি।
আসতেছি। লালপুর আই ওয়ান্ট টু কিস ইওর হ্যান্ড বাবু। বাবু আমি তোকে পায়ে ধরেছি, মাফ করে দাও না। ভুল হয়ে গেছে।
রিয়া তোমার প্র্যাকটিস করতে গেছে, তুমি টানা প্র্যাকটিস করে যাইতাছো।
না এখানে এ দেখি কি হবে।
কানপট্টি লাল করে ফেলবো যদি বেশি থাকো সুখে, বুঝছো? উল্টা পাল্টা যদি কিছু করছো না তুমি বুঝ।
দোস্ত আমার মনে ইটস দ্য ম্যাজিক।
কি ব্যাপার এত জোরে তলব?
তোকে কি পরিবার নাই? পরিবারের প্রতি মায়া দয়া নাই কোনো? তোর বড় করে নাই তোকে পরিবার? প্রেম করার
আমার ভুল হয়ে গেছে বাবু, আমি তোমার ছাড়া বাঁচবো না বাবু।
আমার বয়ফ্রেন্ড অনেক ভালো, আপনার গার্লফ্রেন্ডের মতো এত খারাপ না।
হ্যাঁ মতিন। কে?